Hi there, this is Sean Sweeney. I'm a speech and language pathologist and instructional tech specialist, author of the blog Speech Techie, and I'm the product development manager for Smarty Ears Apps, and I'm here with...
Hello, I am Chris Bouguet, and I am a speech therapist that works on the assistive technology team for Loudoun County Public Schools. I am the co-author of the Practical and Fun Guide to Assistive Technology in Public Schools, and I host a podcast called the ATEPsCast that brings different tools and strategies that are used in schools to help students.
And Chris is here with us over a distance for this collaborative video tutorial, which we are recording for you. And this is going to be a video tutorial for the app ATEval2Go, which we are very excited about. Chris, maybe you can just share a little bit of your vision in developing this app.
Sure. When I was trying to think about how to develop the ATEval2Go app, I had a couple of different things I wanted to consider. One is I wanted it to be obviously portable, since it's going to be on a mobile device, but that you could go into a classroom and do observations for students and document exactly what you see, and then also have a rich bank of recommendations that are fully customizable, so you can make recommendations right on the fly, type them into the app, and document what you would like to recommend for the student or for the classroom that you're observing. Over the years, I wish I had a database of all the recommendations I made, and so that's what I was hoping to create when developing the ATEval2Go app.
Excellent, and we're really excited to be presenting this app. So on this first screen here, this is the help screen for ATEval2Go. And by tapping through the different fields on the screen, you can learn a bit about the app and the vision of the app, about the authors. There's also a field here you can tap if you have a problem with the app, or if you'd like to make a suggestion for a new feature. You can send an email right to us at Smarty Ears, but I won't. You can access this video tutorial right there, and also see some more apps that are available in our catalog. And from our help screen here, I'm going to tap on the Settings tab and have Chris describe this area to you a little bit.
Once you're on the Settings tab, you have the opportunity to enter in your evaluator name, so the person doing the observation, the certification for that evaluator, any other identifying text, and then, so you don't have to type this in over and over and over again, you have the ability to automatically apply this information to additional reports. So it saves this information for you from report to report.
And you can do the same here for your institution name, your school or district. And also in settings, this is a place where you can edit banked items, and we'll describe that to you a little bit later. From our settings screen here, I'm going to tap on Assessment so you can see the assessment screen.
And right here on the assessment screen is where you have a list of all the assessments that you've done. So the first one you see here is for the student or the teacher named Mike Smith. And we are going to tap on New Assessment, and you'll see how we can go ahead and create a new assessment as well.
Great. And if you have multiple records here, as this space fills up, you'll see you'll be able to scroll down to get to your other records. And those save right within the app. So I'm going to tap on New Assessment. And from here you can choose what type of evaluation you are doing, if you're doing an evaluation of an individual student or of a classroom or program. And for each of these windows you have to tap Done if it's a wheel like this. So we'll make this one a student. And then just tap here to enter in the student's name.
Each of these fields that Sean is going to type in, the student or teacher name, dates of observation, time of assessment, and the rest, are all open text fields. None of them are drop-down menus. They're all open text fields. The dates allow you to enter in multiple dates in case you do observations over a period of time. Same thing with time of assessment. You might have more than one time that you're doing an assessment, so you might put in multiple times.
The student or teacher name is important to enter text in there to begin your record. Okay, so if you continued through your eval and entered in lots of other text and didn't enter in a name for the student or teacher evaluation and tapped back, your data wouldn't be saved. But this is what enters in or begins a record for you. So once I go here back, okay, we'll see that we've got a record there for this evaluation. Okay, and from the student teacher information tab within assessment, we're going to go to a different area, which you can just tap over here in the sidebar and go to file review and background information. It's important to note that you can move between any of these categories or fields dynamically throughout your assessment and fluidly, and the information that you've typed will be saved as you moved through.
So Sean just pressed on the file review background information section, and now here's where he can enter in a reason for referral or the statement of the problem, which is an open text field, and he can type in whatever the reason is that you were brought out to do the evaluation or observation or assessment.
And then moving here to the targeted domains and goals, this is a different kind of field.
Yes, once Sean presses the targeted domains and goals area, you see that he can choose the green plus sign to enter in the goals he's been asked to address as a person doing the evaluation.
And once you add it, you can just tap save. Okay, and it adds that there to your report, but it also adds it as part of your bank. You can then tap to edit that, or if you'd like and you realized it's not relevant at all, you can sweep to delete and tap the red button, which will delete it. But you can see once that's there, that's going to be part of your report. Let's tap on the current accommodations field and show one other feature of the bank.
And that's the use existing feature. So Sean's going to press use existing, and you'll see that you're brought to a bank of many different current accommodations that might be possible for students that you're evaluating. And this should save you time in that you don't have to type in the accommodations, but you can go through and select the accommodations that the student has already been identified in that student's individualized education program. So Sean's going to do that first. He's going to select one or two.
Yep, you can just tap right here in the little side box, and I'm going to select those two, and then to add it to the record you have to tap the plus sign. Okay, and then that puts that there into the evaluation record.
But if one of those were not written exactly how it appears on the student's IEP and you want to document it exactly how it's documented in the IEP, you can always go back and edit that. So it's just like a starting point for you to, again, to be a time saver. You can go in and customize it to meet the exact wording that's listed in the IEP.
Observation and assessment section of the overall assessment. And you'll see we have a new style of field here. In environmental observations, you can write text, which can serve as sort of a heading or sentences and information that you need to convey. But you also can add media to this section. So I'm going to tap here on the plus and open the Add Media window. And this allows me to add a photo or video or an audio recording. Okay, so I'm going to start just by here adding a photo from the camera roll. So I'm going to tap here and choose, instead of take photo or video, which would activate my camera, I'm going to choose from library. And since this is environmental observations, I'm going to find just a classroom picture here and put that in. So I have added that to that section of the report. Okay, when I could tap next to go to the next field, or tap out of this field, and the picture is not going to display there, but it will remain with that field and it will display in the report. Okay, if you would like to, if you add a picture in error or you decide you have a better picture, you can tap and hold on that picture and then tap the X, which will delete it from the record. Okay, but I'm going to go to the next field also and just add some helpful text. And I'm going to activate my camera this time. So if you're in your classroom and you want to snap a picture, particularly of what is available in the classroom, you can tap here and do take photo or video. Okay, I'm not going to demo video right now, but oh, this is creating one of these infinite windows. How amazing. Okay, but if you wanted to add video, you just tap on the lower right, which changes it from still to video, and just simply tap the camera button. Okay, and we're going to say use. Okay, so here's my image here. So just keep in mind, if you want to remove the image, you just tap there. Tap and hold there, that is, to get rid of the image, but I'm not going to. And the image will appear in your reports. So I'm going to tap out of this. And notice that all while you're making your report, you can tap over here on the left on Preview Report. And that just takes a moment to generate a preview of the report, and you can see where the text that I've entered into the report, which is minimal, any fields that you don't fill out won't go in the report. Work like this, and then you'll see the image within the report. So just to see a third media feature here, you might be interested at some point in taking an audio sample or maybe a student language sample, and you can do that. You can tap Add Media, and notice this brings up the media field for us. And you've got a microphone here, so if you tap on that, it brings up the recording controls, and you can just tap the red circle and it will start recording. I feel like this year I've really progressed in my reading and writing skills. Okay, and to save that to the record, you're just going to hit the disk icon. If you want to hear it, you can hit the play. I feel like this year I've really progressed in my reading. Okay, and I'm going to save that, and it'll bring up a little indicator of the name of the file that has come into your record. So these are named according to the field that you recorded in. This is abilities and performance in relation to the targeted goals, and that's file 1. Okay, you can record multiple ones if you like. If you decide that you don't want that there anymore, you're just going to tap and slide to the right, okay, which will bring up the delete button and delete that from the record. Lastly, we're going to look at the recommended strategies and tools sections. And this is where you can enter in ideas, potential recommendations, any miscellaneous recommendations, or recommendations of resources, templates, and tutorials that you might have. So the fields in the ideas, potential recommendations are familiar. These are the types of fields that would let you enter in banked information that is pre-added to this app or information of your own, but it would also let you add an image or a recording if you would like to support your recommendation with an image that would be a visual support there. So when I go here to use existing, these banks have a number of choices that are here for you, and you'll just tap here to add them in. Okay, and you can go through the banks and add the recommendations that you like. So you've already seen how these fields function. So I'm just going to go here to important notes, which is just a blank text field for you. So when your evaluation's complete, you can tap back and your file should be complete with everything that you added to Bill Student. You can tap here on View Report, and that will function the same as your report preview, but it allows you some share options. So I'll first tap up here on Share, and you can see that you can email the report, and you have the choice of HTML, which will just send the text, or PDF, which will send the text in images. And if you open that on a computer and you want to continue working on your report, you can actually highlight the entire PDF and paste it into a word processor, and you could add what you'd like if you have some standard stuff that you like to add to your report. I'm going to just tap cancel there for that. So just keep that in mind. If you want to export the images in your report, you're going to choose PDF. Over here you can tap open in, and that brings you up options that you might have on your iPad. So for example, if I want to save this report to iBooks as a PDF, I could tap open in iBooks, which is a handy feature, and it's going to send my report over to iBooks, which will be saved there as a PDF if you'd like. So also here within the sharing features of the report, you can tap share. You can print if you've got an AirPrint enabled printer in your area or your possession. And you can also export to iTunes. So when I tap here and tap export to iTunes, if my computer is connected to a computer that has iTunes, a Mac or a PC, you can share reports and files via iTunes file sharing. So the way you do that quickly is I've got iTunes connected, and here's my iPad I can see. If I tap on Apps, this will show me all of the apps on the computer. Okay, and if you scroll down to the bottom, there's a section that's called File Sharing. And these are the apps that are enabled to use file sharing. So if we tap on ATEval2Go here, you can see that it actually has sent over these particular files, including an audio file that I recorded. So audio files can be saved to your computer. If I just want to tap here and scroll down, sorry, I'm giving you kind of a small window here. This allows you to save that particular file to someplace on your computer, let's say your desktop. So you can save audio files there, or video files there, or the reports themselves. On this screen, there's a very simple way to review the audio that came with that you produced during your assessment. You can just tap here on Review Audio within the evaluation record, and it brings up a way for you to play and review any audio that you recorded, perhaps at a meeting, or if you wanted to do a transcription. To return to that settings area that we teased earlier and just review that really quickly. In the Edit Banked items of your settings, basically this allows you to access all of the items you might have added to enter a report, which would be banked if it's a bank style of field, or also any of the existing banks that come with the app. So now when I go to Available Present Technology, okay, these are all items that I actually added myself, and they're there in the bank and they're editable. I could double tap on them to edit the text, or sweep to the right to delete. And it's important to know that these actual ones that came with the app, you can go through and edit these in the settings, and it will change it so that what you have edited will be available in the assessment. That does not work in the reverse. So if you change it within the assessment for one particular student, if I say audiobooks on CD in my assessment, when you come here, you will see that it has the actual text from its original entry, which is just audiobooks. But if you want to edit your master list, you can do that here in settings, and then those will be available to you in your assessment. So now I'm going to bring Chris back in. So that is ATEval2Go. Thank you very much for watching this video tutorial.
We so hope you enjoyed the video tutorial, and we so hope you enjoy using the app. We hope it saves you time and it helps you to develop really great assistive technology reports.
Thanks very much.